It's Have I Got News for Your Ears, the podcast that breaks down all the news of the week. I'm Michael Ian Black, joined as always by Have I Got News for You producers, Jim Biederman and Jodi Lennon. Today, we're talking explosions. Explosions in Israel, explosions in Iran, explosions on Meet the Press. Plus, California's primary election. Will it be settled in time for the general election? And so much more. Are you ready? It's Have I Got News for Your Ears, the podcast extension of the Have I Got News for You cinematic universe. I'm your host, Michael Ian Black, joined, as always, by my best friend, Jodi Lennon.
What?
Yep. And that guy. I don't want you to take this as an insult. Tell me your name again.
Jim. Yeah, Biederman.
Biederman, right.
Yeah.
How do I forget that? I've known you for like 30 years.
We have known each other a while. Wow. Big news week.
Was it?
Oh, boy. So apparently over the weekend, we had a deal in place that he was very happy with.
That's every weekend.
Every weekend.
He does it before the market opens. Mm-hmm. So this happened.
Sirens blared over Israel Monday morning, signaling a re-escalation in the war with Iran. Israel says its defense forces carried out strikes on Iranian military sites and a petrochemical plant. This after Iran fired missiles at Israel in retaliation for Israeli military strikes on Hezbollah targets near Beirut. According to reports from the Associated Press and Axios, Israel launched strikes after President Trump had called Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and urged him not to retaliate against Iran.
I like the idea of that you're going to call from Trump like, oh, shit, he is angry at me.
It seems like Netanyahu very much does not want this war to end. But do we know why?
Yeah, I know exactly why. He goes to jail.
But he's still in power.
No. He will, if this war ends, which I believe they're under a war
emergency war powers.
So nothing can happen, like no one can.
But he hasn't even been indicted. I mean,
I believe the Supreme Court has said he was at fault.
I thought, he was prime minister, nothing can happen.
Correct. So keep in an emergency footing. He
just gets to stay prime minister forever.
Correct. There is no question.
If I declare a CNN emergency, will Have I Got News for You stay on forever?
See, it's the opposite there at CNN. It's an immediate cancellation.
I see. Okay.
I don't think Netanyahu's crazy.
No, I think he's rational to a fault.
Yeah, exactly.
But his rationality is all about self-interest.
Correct.
Just like Trump.
Correct. Except that he knows how to really milk it, whereas Trump gives up on it. Like, I didn't like him anyway.
Right. But it's scary just because if Netanyahu is a bad faith actor in this, and of course we know he is, just like Trump is a bad faith actor in this, it makes it impossible for the war to end. Right?
Yeah.
Unless the U.S. just washes its hands of Israel, which Trump is never going to do.
No, he's not. But then again, you could argue he...
All right, I will.
washed his hands of Ukraine and Russia.
But he has washed his hands of that.
Both.
But they don't. Russia and Ukraine do not require the U.S. to continue their hostilities.
Correct.
Ukraine requires Europe at this point. Yeah. But the U.S. isn't giving them shit.
Right.
And Russia's going to do what Russia's going to do. But Israel really, I think, needs the U.S. to continue to promulgate the conflict because it's so reliant on our military and financially.
Correct.
So Israel needs us. We don't necessarily need Israel.
Correct.
But the ties between Netanyahu and Jared Kushner run very deep.
They are.
Netanyahu apparently used to sleep in Kushner's bed when he visited when Kushner was a kid.
His childhood
Bunk
bed. Yeah, childhood bed.
Oh, you think it was a bunk bed? You think Netanyahu was on top and Jared was on the bottom and they would tell each other ghost stories and stuff like that?
Kick underneath.
Right.
Hey, you still asleep?
Right. And then Jared would be like, Jared, Are you beating off, Benjamin?
Jared, when you grow up, what do you want to do? What do you want to be?
I want to ruin the world. You want to run the world? No, I want to ruin the world.
It's hard to understand you with your voice breaking like that. Here's Trump insisting that we're very close to a deal.
Well, the president reportedly told the Financial Times that these strikes will not have an impact on his desire to reach a deal. When asked about Netanyahu accepting whatever deal the United States negotiates with Iran, the Financial Times says the president said, quote, he won't have any choice. I call all the shots. He doesn't call the shots, end quote. President Trump has consistently said a deal must include the full reopening of the Strait of Hormuz and that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon.
So apparently Netanyahu calls enough shots to launch a ballistic missile attack on Iran.
Oh, you meant those shots. Yeah, he's
the literal shots.
Yeah. No.
Missile shots.
No, it's true. Yeah. I wasn't talking about those shots. I was calling it like 8 corner pocket, that kind of shot. That's what I was. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about you do a whiskey drink, you do a lager drink.
So he a last pocket, no slop.
Yeah. Does that mean no other balls?
Yeah, that's a pool term.
Last pocket, no slop. What is the slop?
Slop or
refer
any
to?
other balls?
That means
other
you
than
have
the
to
ones-
call the pockets, and
But
even
that-
if it goes in, if the ball goes in a pocket that you didn't call, you have to.
This is why I didn't understand what she was talking about. Because when I play pool, it's understood that you always have to call your shots.
No, but if the ball
No,
goes,
Jodi, no. I don't want to hear any more of your
this
bullshit.
is Chicago style. No slop, because there is slop.
Jared is Chicago style, Jared.
Some people play slop.
I don't play slop.
So who's playing slop in this deal? Netanyahu or Trump?
They're both so sloppy. Those are two sloppy men.
Yeah.
They're both
not calling
so
it.
But
messy.
I like the fact that Trump's actually gotten the kind of thing where it's like, what? No, I'm in charge.
Yeah. No, I'm in charge.
Oh, I thought you guys were really close. No, we hate each other.
The
It's just
deal's
so-
very, very close.
It's just so pathetic. It's just so gross. I call all the shots. Who are you? What are you talking about?
He's the fun.
It's a sovereign nation. They can do
I'll
whatever-
tell you who he is. He's this guy.
You have been saying for months, Mr. President, that Iran is begging to make a deal.
True.
If they are so desperate to make a deal, why haven't they made a deal with you yet?
Because it's a very hard thing for them. They've had great independence. They've dealt with very weak and ineffective leadership on behalf of the United States, and
The weak and ineffective leaders of the United States before him who got the deal with Iran. Those guys. Yeah. He's right on it. He's right about that.
other countries, frankly, that allowed them to get away with murder. And I think they can't believe they're in the situation where they've been virtually decapitated.
But if they're so desperate, Mr. President, why haven't they said yes to the terms you're
they're
proposing?
strong, they're proud. There are things they never thought they'd be doing that they're going to have to do. They've got no choice. And it takes a little while. You know, you're talking about 47 years of getting away with whatever they wanted. I mean, this should have been done long ago. This should have been done by other presidents or other countries. It doesn't have to be us, other countries.
It's a perfect illustration. The fact that he doesn't speak with any tangibility. There's nothing there. He can speak ad nauseum and never say anything.
You know, last week he informed, I think it was Lara Trump.
Lara.
Lara
The singer.
Trump.
Lara.
The terrific singer. Lara Trump.
No, sorry. I don't want her to get her confused with Laura Trump.
No.
Lara Trump, the singer. He said to her that, you know, the word dumb is spelled with a B. A lot of people don't. I don't know if you saw this clip.
Yes, I did see
He
this
said,
clip.
dumb spelled with a B. A lot of people didn't know that. I was telling people in the office, the White House office, that it's spelled D-U-M-B. A lot of people were surprised by that.
Because I take the word dumb, take the B off, because most people don't know that, you know, dumb ends with a B, but most people don't know. And all I do is I switch the E with a U, and you have a Democrat.
By the way, that means he didn't know.
Of course that means
Right?
he didn't know. But what's even more embarrassing about that is if what he's
She's
saying
laughing like, I know he doesn't know how to spell it.
Of course not. But if what he's saying is true, meaning that he said, hey, did you know the word dumb is, and I can just picture Marco Rubio going, I had no idea. And J.D. Vance going, I had no idea. Did you know that? I had no idea.
Yeah.
Scott said, really, sir? Is that true? I've been spelling it wrong my whole life.
Yeah, they're all just being like, no, yeah, I can't believe it. There's a B in dumb. Why isn't it pronounced?
What? Dumb.
Why don't we say dumba?
Kristen Welker deserves every dollar she gets for
Yeah.
this.
Also, we should point out that it's raining. So if you hear, this is a podcast. So just pointing out that these clips sometimes have
they
a
had
low hum
They did it
of
in a
rain.
barn. They did it in a barn in Iowa.
No, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, sorry.
Because she makes a big deal about it being
Correct,
Wisconsin at the end of this clip.
Here we go.
One of your consistent campaign promises was no new wars, going all the way back to 2015. Did you break that promise to the American people?
No. I had to stop a country, very powerful, very dangerous country, from having a nuclear weapon because they'd use it. They'd blow up the world. They'd blow up the Middle East. They'd blow up Israel. They'd come here. They'd blow up Europe. They're nuts, okay? They're crazy people. I deal with them. And very high-strung people, really crazy. And get along with them. I like them. But you don't want to let them have a nuclear weapon.
What changed? Because you insisted no new wars.
First of all, I didn't guarantee no war. Why would I have built the strongest military in the world? I built our military. I inherited a terrible military. We had no equipment. We had nothing. I built a tremendous military. Biden gave a lot of it away, but it's still a relatively small portion compared to what I built.
But you said it over and over again, Mr.
Why would I
President?
build a military? Now, I didn't want to use this, but I'm doing you and everybody else a big favor.
He is doing us a big favor. And you know what? We don't thank him enough.
It's true. You're so right.
He's probably listening to the podcast.
Oh, he listens
do
every
you want to
week.
thank him?
I do. Mr. President, thank you. For 47 years,
Yeah.
these people have been getting away with whatever they wanted to get
Murder,
away with.
yeah.
Murder.
Yeah.
And then nobody had the courage to do what you did,
Yeah.
which is to
Which
start
is to have
a war,
an unending war.
start an unending war with no clear objective. Terrible strategy.
Yeah,
Right.
no
No
strategy.
partners.
Right.
No
And,
partners.
and to make claims that are unreliable every week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nobody else had the courage to do that.
Right.
But you guys were really close to having a deal.
That's true. Did you watch the Scott Pelley thing? The New York
Yes.
Times interview?
Mhm,
Yeah.
I did.
It's I found it pretty remarkable.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So
Yeah.
compelling.
Yeah.
He just came across to me like essentially like a MAGA coded suit.
Yeah.
Like I just assumed he was probably a Republican and blah, 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 blah. And maybe he is. I still don't know.
Correct.
And nor do I care particularly. But listening to him speak so eloquently on behalf of an institution,
Yeah.
an American institution that over 52 years has built this profound sense of trust between itself and the audience. And to see that ripped away essentially in a 2-month period
Yeah.
is heartbreaking
Yeah.
and devastating because every time one of these institutions crumbles, falters, bends the knee, or dies, it's one less outlet that we can trust as Americans.
Correct.
Right.
It's why the Colbert thing is so upsetting.
Yes.
A, because it's a First Amendment issue, but B, because you may not be on the same political side as Stephen Colbert, but you understood, I think, and hope, you understood that he was speaking from a place of authenticity and integrity. And when you remove authenticity and integrity from the airwaves, you end up with Byron Allen hosting Comics Unleashed. And that trade-off is not equal.
No.
So let me do my Byron Allen toss. That's great, Michael. You see what's going on in California?
This morning, a brand new update on the Los Angeles mayor's race. As more votes have been counted, Nithya Raman, a councilwoman who is a Democrat, has moved into second place ahead of reality star Spencer Pratt, who is a Republican. This means that if it were to end today, which it won't, but if it were to end today, the top two people advancing would be Democrats. Now, when there are Republicans all kinds of upset that this is the way California counts votes, the president says that it's rigged somehow. It's not. This is just the way they do it.
So how do
By the way, I
they?
can tell you it's not rigged because 195,000 people fucking voted for Spencer.
It's a great point.
How the fuck is that rigged? How the fuck does that even happen? Unless it's actually people fucking voting for him.
Can somebody explain to me how California counts their votes?
Yeah, it's so frustrating. They get all the votes. They put them in Ziploc bags. They row out to the middle of the ocean.
I'm listening.
They They have a big lead weight. They
Doesn't
drop them.
seem practical.
It's not. It's the dumbest system ever invented.
Okay.
Then they do a geolocating game with a troop of Cub Scouts who have to find the votes.
I think that's good.
It's a nice exercise for them, but a lot of these kids aren't water certified, so it just drags.
They can't.
No, they can't. They can't.
They don't dive.
So that's why it takes so long because they got to get certified.
Yeah.
They have to.
They have to blow up those jeans to make the jeans.
the life
turn
saver.
it into a lifesaver.
Yes. So it's a terrible system.
And how does New York count their votes?
I think in the normal way, they got scanners, they've got optical readers, they've got the whole thing.
Okay.
So there's no way that could be rigged at all.
No, you can't rig it.
No, that's the point.
But like Spencer Pratt is a Republican. When was the last time Los Angeles elected a Republican mayor?
It's been a long time.
Like not in my lifetime that I can think of.
Yeah.
Name all the
Bradley
mayors of
was not.
California.
Bradley was not.
Of Los Angeles.
The mayors of Los Angeles, Karen Bass.
Yeah.
Yes.
And before her, I have no idea. and had you asked me before we started talking about
have
this,
known
would
Karen
not,
Bass.
No, would not. It's not my job to keep up with politics, Jim. Back in a moment. And hey, while we're on break, hit that subscribe button, hit that join button.
Idea.
Knock yourselves out.
Look, in case you're curious, in California, the Los Angeles mayoral election process sounds crazy, but Fox News helps kind of figure it out.
I have a feeling God wants me just to win with 51% on June 2nd, and it's over. We win with the most votes.
We win with the most votes.
I mean,
It's
we
that
can
simple.
make fun of his inexperience, but
Yes.
he makes a very astute point when it comes to elections.
True.
And a lot of people, again, in California are concerned about, election fraud. We can always outvote cheating, period. And we can do that literally in the next 5 days with just moms alone and animal lovers, because I'm also going to stop the abuse of these dogs on the streets and these alleged no-kill shelters that are killing thousands of dogs. I'm going to stop that as well. So animal lovers and moms, we're beating any cheating that people say could happen.
What?
Wait, hang on. What moms and can animals vote?
It's not that the animals can, but the problem is.
You mean animals can't vote?
Some of them can.
Okay, good.
You can teach an elephant to vote. The problem is, his math is bad because a lot of the moms are also animal lovers. They can't legally vote twice.
Right.
He's
a buffoon.
He's a buffoon.
Yes.
He's just an entitled buffoon.
What Donald Trump has done, and it really is, I mean, I think social media has done it too, but the combination between those two, Trumpism and social media combined, has destroyed this country in terms of just logic.
Well, it opened the floodgates to stupidity.
Yeah.
It basically said, hey, are you a dumb guy?
Yeah.
You could be president.
Yeah.
Which is, and
by the way, Michael, did you know it's spelled with a B?
President is spelled with a B?
Dumb is spelled with a B. You didn't know
Because
that.
I could get into a breastedent.
Oh.
I blame
Auga.
for all of this. You blame social media and Trump. I blame Obama.
What?
I blame.
Wait, what are you saying?
Here's what I'm saying.
I'll do one better. Go ahead. I'll do one better.
Jimmy Carter?
America looked at Obama and said, if a black guy can be president, that means the dumbest white guy in the world can be president. And I really think like it awakens some, I'm going to say latent, it awakened a Pandora's box of racism and vice and lack of virtue in this country that they looked at that and they felt like if he's qualified, I'm qualified.
Right.
It was impossible to believe for them that a black guy could do that job.
A black guy who went to Harvard
Well,
could do that
I
job.
question that.
You should do your
He doesn't have any
you're gonna
friends.
ask me-
Where
tell
are
me-
all his friends from Harvard if he was there? Where are
tell
they
me to do
all?
my own research.
Yeah, I think you should.
I think I should too. No, I was going to blame Oprah
Oh, what?
because she's the queen of grievance. I mean, I think she really introduced the entire concept of grievance.
Interesting.
And not taking any responsibility for yourself. And I also say, who gave us Dr. Phil and Dr. Oz? And made, by the way, a shit ton of money off of them.
You
Oprah.
leave Oprah alone.
Yeah, don't get defensive about Oprah. She's just like the rest of them.
The rest of who?
Billionaires.
Have you ever heard anything bad about Oprah? Like personally, I haven't.
No, never heard
Me
of it.
neither.
No.
No.
And
Doesn't she seem really lovely?
Yeah, she seems nice.
I don't understand. I think she seems kind of dull, but yeah.
But the fact that we can say about
Grievance.
any billionaire,
Right here.
she seems fine.
She made $1 billion off of grievance. That was her entire platform.
I'm going to blame Bunham Murray.
Oh,
The production company.
team.
Yeah.
Behind
For
the real world.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Which was a look at people just indulging in their own personalities and having permission to do so, and making it a place where people had to accept who they were and where they started acting real. And that was allowed, and which is fine, but it became like popcorn. It was we all had an appetite for it. And Spencer Pratt is a result of that appetite.
What show was he
100%.
on?
The Hills.
I cannot stand reality television.
No.
I do not watch it.
No, nothing.
I don't like it.
Nothing.
I don't like The Housewives. I don't like any of that shit. I know you do.
I loved Real World.
Yeah, you love Real World. But I think I find it is.
Well, you're a Gen Xer.
I am a very young Gen Xer.
And I'm a very young millennial. So
No, but
And Jim's a young
Gen
Gen
Z.
Z. He's just sleeping.
Oh, I get it.
that was
I'm just
cute.
an old man falling asleep.
Yeah.
That's good.
Me.
I'm a Gen Z. I think that the reality television is probably up there with social media and certainly Trump and a little bit of Oprah. One of the worst things that's happened to our culture. And
I don't think you can say Oprah's one of the worst things.
I agree.
Come on, Jim.
reality television.
All right.
Reality television. I'm joking about Oprah.
But without Phil Donahue, you wouldn't have had Oprah.
Correct.
So let's blame Phil Donahue.
We do blame. I do blame.
I do
Phil
blame
Donahue,
Phil Donahue.
which
I also blame
and his harpy wife Marlo Thomas.
Oh,
Do it. Do it.
I used to do a great Marlo Thomas. I can't do it right
That's
this
an
second.
impression
Damn
that's
it.
really going to resonate with
Oh
people.
God.
I heard
Okay,
someone
I'll
do an
save it for
amazing
later.
Marlo Thomas.
You
save
gotta
it for
check out
later.
this podcast.
It's unbelievable.
You guys,
It's like she's there.
the year I auditioned for SNL, everybody was doing a Marlo Thomas.
So it's like what,
63.
72? Here's our president reclaiming
His time.
his time.
The election was rigged. It was a dirty election.
Mr.
And it's
President,
happening again right now in
You've never
California.
presented evidence
It's happening
that the
right
2020
now in
election was
California.
rigged.
Right now, look at what's
Where's
happening
the
in
evidence
California.
to that?
It's
The
4
Republicans
days.
are doing well in
California, no, they're not. They're dropping fast because it's a rigged election. Let me tell you, it's 4 days, and they aren't even close to coming up with it.
That's how they count
You know
the
why
votes
they're
in
doing that? Because
California.
they're cheating on the election.
Do you have evidence to support
All I
that?
have to do is look. All I have to
But
do is look.
that's not
And I
evidence.
listen.
Vote
They're
in
crooked, just
California.
like you're crooked. Your press is crooked, and Meet the Press is crooked.
To be fair, I'm not crooked, but let's
Really?
let's
Well, you
continue.
play right into their hands. then.
Let's continue.
You're either crooked or you're stupid. Your elections are crooked, and you're crooked, and Meet the Press is crooked,
Mr.
and so
President-
is ABC and CBS and CNN.
But, Mr.
You're
President-
one-sided crooked networks. All right, let's call it quits because I've had enough. Thank you, darling. Have a good time.
Mr. President, let's please. I traveled all the way to Wisconsin.
I've sat
I
in
traveled
the rain with
all
you.
I know. I
I've sat in the
traveled
rain
all the
with
way
you
to
for an hour,
Wisconsin.
on and off in the rain, and I've given you enough time. You ought to straighten out your press because you know what?
Mr.
A
President,
country can never be
We
great
traveled
with a dishonest
Listen,
press.
we
Come on,
traveled
let's go.
all the way to Wisconsin for this interview.
What a dick.
Yeah, she sucks.
At some point in his life, someone must have said to him, Mr. Trump, like in high school, I mean, you know, the teacher saying, Mr. Trump, please don't talk in my class. You're a fucking moron. You know it happened. It happened.
It didn't happen enough, apparently.
Apparently happened.
But
just
I
enough
think
times.
that exchange is really revealing about Trump.
Which part?
Just that what we just saw.
Yeah.
Because when confronted, and not even, she's not being rude. She's
No.
saying, okay, where's
the proof?
evidence?
Right.
And he says, it's in my eyes. I just see it. You
When
see
I
it.
look.
Okay. And she's like, okay, that's not evidence. So then when challenged, he resorts, as bullies do, to ad hominem attacks.
Yeah.
And I think it's really revealing about his mindset, which is when challenged, attack, attack, attack. Never present evidence,
Right.
never apologize, always deny. It's just that classic Roy Cohn thing.
Yeah.
And it just reveals to me the hollowness at his core. There's nothing there.
True.
He has no facts.
True.
And he's just not used to being in a position where he's being asked to defend anything.
Right.
Well,
And so
I mean,
he can't.
He's not a bright guy to begin with. And then second,
Whoa.
I'm
He's
sorry.
president, bro.
But secondly, his mentor, Roy Cohn, was a mob lawyer. And he said, the way we're going to win, the way the mob's going to win in court is I'm just going to accuse them of doing what we do.
Right.
And that's it. And that's all you have to do. Sue them first. Like he taught him all these things. That's where he's intelligent, where you say, wow, he's just doing the playbook.
I don't know what I would do if he was yelling in my face like that.
Oh, I know what I would do.
What?
I'd tell him to fuck off.
I'd punch him.
We'll be right back.
So, always like CNBC.
Color
Jodi
hair.
loves the Squawk Box. She watches it every morning.
Why? Do you really watch
I
Squawk
like the
Box?
name. No.
Oh, okay. It's possible. It's possible people have like weird idiosyncrasies.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Because I just can't imagine,
Yeah.
Jodi, you have any money to put in the stock market.
On the integrity side, we're doing an absolutely terrible job. And the American people are right to question it. How come we can have an audit trail in every other aspect of our lives that's important? People cite getting on, planes and the like and things.
Do you think that it helps, given where you sit in the world, to speculate about fraud or potential fraud without any direct evidence of said fraud?
I am not speculating about fraud. I'm not saying there is fraud, okay? I am saying that the opportunity for fraud makes no sense to me when we can run a much better system.
I only say that because the president over the weekend very openly didn't just speculate that there was fraud. He said directly that there was fraud.
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm slightly different. I'm not saying there is fraud. I'm saying there's a possibility of fraud.
Okay. What? Let me ask you this, Jim. Why did you pick that clip?
Because
nothing's being said there.
Well, then that would be true of all of it. The reason it was picked was because this is now the narrative,
right?
All the way down the ladder. It's like, hey, look, I'm not saying there's fraud.
I'm just asking questions.
I'm just asking questions. Other people are saying there's fraud, and I think
I'm not saying he was born in Kenya. I'm just saying, don't we deserve to know?
Right. Exactly. It's the same bullshit over and over and over. And eventually, I guess if you're weak enough mentally, you go, you know what? That's a good point.
So he's concerned about opportunities for fraud.
Yeah.
Has he spoken up at all about the actualized fraud that's going on a daily basis at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue?
Case in point.
Do you think anyone who attacked police officers on January 6th should get taxpayer money?
I wouldn't be inclined to say so, but I have to see it. I can tell you this, 97% of those people, you look at them, the FBI or whoever it was, because you had a lot of crooked cops, you had dirty cops. Comey was a dirty cop.
But there's no evidence.
Wait a minute. Oh, you think Comey was a straight
people
cop?
who pleaded guilty to assaulting police
Comey
officers.
was a dirty cop.
No,
they
but
had
the people
FBI,
who assaulted police
listen
officers.
to me. They had FBI agents ushering them into the building. They had FBI go into the building. Those people walking around, they're looking, oh, isn't this nice? They weren't in. They were
There's
being
no
ushered
evidence
into
of
the
that,
building.
sir. There's no evidence
You
of
had
that.
try looking at the tapes one time.
Would you take it off
Look
the
at
table?
the tapes
okay,
one time.
but 172 people did plead guilty to assaulting police officers.
You know what? They pled guilty because they were frightened. They went down. They were ushered into a building. Many of them were arrested without even going into the building.
You'd be okay with them receiving taxpayer dollars?
The people were destroyed by dirty cops and by weaponization. Many of those people should be compensated.
Can we just return for a moment?
To what?
To January 6th.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's a good time. Yeah.
Several thousand.
Yeah, several thousand. Yeah.
Trump supporters.
Yeah, marching down.
Marching from his speech where he said, we got to fight like hell. We're not going to have a country anymore.
So far, I'm with you.
Okay.
I agree with that.
And they marched down, and he said, march down to the Capitol. I'm going to be marching with you. I'm going to be going down there with you.
Uh-huh.
And he didn't. And then
because I'll tell you what, because the dirty cops kept him from going.
It was the dirty cops.
Yeah.
It was Comey.
Yeah, it was Comey.
They marched to the Capitol.
Right.
They broke into the U.S. Capitol, and they were running around and making jackasses of themselves. And there was a gallows out front that said, "Hang Mike Pence."
Yeah, where was Mike Pence?
They were gonna hang Mike
And
Pence.
he was in hiding,
Uh-huh.
as was all of Congress,
Yes.
because what they correctly understood was the Capitol building was under siege by a mob of angry Trump supporters. And if you recall, all the Republicans essentially said the same exact thing that day. Since then, it has turned into a total revision. What is true, the legal system in this country is such that if you are accused of a crime, you very well could be destroyed by virtue of being accused of a crime and having to secure legal services that can, I haven't had to do it, but presumably just financially destroy you.
You can.
And it seems like there ought to be a better system for dealing with those sorts of accusations.
Let's say someone who has a lot of money that's, I don't know, in power, who comes after you and says, I'm going to sue you for $16 million, pick a number, $16 million for something that most people would say is a frivolous lawsuit. But you have to spend money to defend it.
Right. Like
it's easier just to say,
if, for example, a news broadcast
let's just say
showed an interview with your political opponent. And they edited that interview. Like all interviews are edited.
Even ones with you.
Yes, especially ones with me.
Because you don't speak good.
Well, it's some of the things I say. They're just not suitable for air.
That is true.
And then you sued said news service because you didn't like that.
Right.
And then they bribed you with a $16 or $13 million.
$16 million.
Was it 16? And then they installed your person of choice to head the news division following that.
Let's just say.
This has been a real blast.
We've had a lot of laughs.
Yes, we have.
Thanks for joining me on Have I Got News for Your Ears. I'm Michael Ian Black. I want to thank Jim Biederman, Jodi Lennon, and of course, all of you. And we will see you next week on a brand new episode. Have I Got News for Your Ears releases new episodes every Wednesday. Don't miss an episode. Follow us on Apple, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts. Even better, you can watch the VODCAST on Spotify, or best of all, on the Have I Got News for You YouTube channel. And while you're there, please follow and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to the Hignify YouTube channel and be sure to click the bell to stay on top of all our great content. Even better, become a member for exclusive content, early access to videos, members-only shoutouts, and more. Click the join button below.